Hi, how are you? Matt Watson here from Carwow. So I'm sat in a Toyota Land Cruiser. Now you might call it a Land Cruiser Prado if you're in another part of the world, but in the UK it's just Land Cruiser. Next to me is a Toyota Hilux and we're going to have a drag race up a hill off-road. In fact, we're going to compare these two Toyota off-roaders in various challenges off-road, and what we're going to do is see which is the best overall. Now to do that, they'll compete on different obstacles, and the winner of each challenge will get 2 points, and the one that comes second or last will get 1 point. And if either of these vehicles does not complete a challenge, it will get no points. At the end, we'll add up the scores and we'll find out which is the best off-road. So let me tell you about this Land Cruiser. It has a 2.8 litre turbo diesel with 204 horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque. This is the commercial vehicle version, so I've got blacked out rear windows, no rear seats, this kind of cage here for keeping my victims away from me, so I can drive them into the wilderness and then have my wicked way with them before burying them in a shallow grave. Anyway, this thing starts at £37,000 and this is like bog standard entry level version of this car. Got a manual gearbox and not much kit on it. Got velour seats. Now that Hilux actually starts from £28,000, but then you get a lower powered diesel engine and a single cab. This is the Hilux Invincible X with a 2.8 litre. In fact, it's the same engine that's in this. However, while it has the same 204 horsepower, it ups the torque to 500 newton meters for pulling those big loads. It's got an automatic gearbox, and while it has a central locking differential which is electronically controlled like on this car, no, it's not electronically controlled, I press a button and I engage it, that has a rear differential as well, whereas this doesn't. That one, with all the kit on it, it's £42,000, quite a lot for a pickup. You can take the VAT off if you're going to use it for your business. Oh, there is something else. If you're thinking about selling a car, you can now do it through Carwow. All you have to do is upload photos, some description of your car, and our dealers will bid on your car. And if you want to do that and see how much you can get for your car, it's worth just doing for fun, right? Click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the link in the description and you can find exactly how much your car is worth. Now if you want to do that at a later date, simply Google help me Carwow and my team and I will help you sell your car or even buy a new car or whatever. Anyway, let's get on with this.
Buying a new car? Then head to Carwow and my team will help you find your next car at a fair price. Carwow, your one-stop car buying comparison site.
Okay, first challenge, drag race up the hill. It's going to be harder for me because I've got manual gearbox to control. I'm going to run in normal range mode, not low range for the gearbox. It's going to do the same because I think if I'm in low range, I'm going to have to change gears 3 times or something, and that'll hamper me. I'm just going to hold on the handbrake and then just blast up. Just blast up here. Come on, no, this is unexpected. Smash that, absolutely smash that. Yes! That did not go the way I was expecting.
That was a surprise.
It was a massive surprise.
At least a car length.
That was brilliant. I absolutely launched this bugger and it flew up the hill, loads of traction, enough grunt, very, very impressed. 2 points to the Land Cruiser, 1 to the Hilux. Now we're going to do a downhill drag race, but this time we don't want to be the first across the line. Instead, we want to be the last across the line because this is all about testing each car's control down a slope. So the slower, the better. Now that Hilux is an automatic, so it has hill descent control, so its brakes will nibble away as it's going downhill to maintain a nice, slow, steady speed and lots of control. It's also going to be in low range mode. This doesn't have hill descent control. It's got manual gearbox. It does have a low range mode, which is what I'm using, but essentially I'm just gonna have to put this in first and hope that gear is low enough that it just chugs me down this slope really, really slowly. I'm not gonna touch the brakes, I'm just gonna see what happens, and hopefully I won't end up drowning in that big puddle of water down there. I'm not sure I'm gonna win this one. Mind you, I didn't think I was gonna win the last one, and I did. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, look, I've got my feet totally off. Can you see? Oh, it's not. Losing this. But the control is still pretty decent. It's not as good as that though. That is really crawling down. Oh, I lost that one. Here he comes now. Here he comes. There. He won in style. Oh, Graham! I wonder if Graham's going to fall down the hill. He's running. Don't fall, Graham. I saw you coming down that hill there, Graham, and you were slower than this.
Oh,
even though you were running.
too right. My hill descent control's not quite as good as either of these.
So what do you think about this with no hill descent control, just on low range? Was it
Low
controlled
range.
enough?
It was very good. It was controlled.
It was very smooth. It wasn't juttery, but that was just absolutely cracked down, didn't it?
Control, electronics versus mechanical.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there we go. So that's 2 points to the Hilux and 1 point to the Land Cruiser. That means that it's 3 points for each vehicle overall so far. Everything to play for. This third challenge is all about manoeuvrability, so it is the hairpin challenge. We are going to be driving through this little woody area over some bumps, then go round the hairpin, which is pretty tight, then back on ourselves, and Graham will be timing us from the start to the finish, and the car that does it in the shortest time wins. Okay, here we go. Land Cruiser is going to go first. Graham is timing it on his phone. Oh, I took off there. Now that's a short wheelbase Land Cruiser, so it should be quite agile. Blimey, he's flying through there. Turning circle on that is 10.4 metres, which is pretty blooming incredible. Yeah, he made it around the hairpin, no problem at all. He's got to watch this bit here so that it doesn't bottom out. Oh, don't bottom out, don't bottom out. Oh, that's nicely done, nicely manoeuvred, and across the finish line now. Let's find out what the time is. The time I've got to beat.
Okay, Land Cruiser, 21.63.
Oh, 21.63, good time, but beatable if I can get round that hairpin in one go. Right, let's do it. Oh no. So this is longer, obviously. It's got a turning circle of 12.8 metres, so over 2 metres more than that. I'm in sport mode, power mode. The diffs are open because I need it to be manoeuvrable. Whoa, that cameraman needs to get the hell out of the way, otherwise I might kill him. Get out of the way, cameraman. Freaking hell. Go on, go round, in one go. Go, don't hit the tree, don't hit the fucking... Got it. Ah! No, I'm not going to win this. Oh! No, I don't think I did it, but I had a lot of fun.
That was a good effort.
What was it?
23.40.
23.40. So, what did he get again?
21.63.
Ah, just almost 2 seconds slower. Not bad considering this is a lot longer.
Because you had to do a bit of a shunt there.
Oh.
Good effort.
Yeah, good effort. So that's 2 points to the Land Cruiser and 1 point to the Hilux, which means 4 points overall to this, 5 to the Land Cruiser. This next challenge is all about suspension travel and chassis articulation. So what we're going to do is drive the cars up these slippery steps, which have big holes in, and we'll see how they maintain drive going over those slippery surfaces and rocks and stuff like that, and how well their suspension is at moving to keep wheels on the ground, to keep them going forward. Obviously this car has the rear locking differential, which will really help it. That doesn't, it's only got a central locking differential, so we'll see what difference that makes. It's also about ground clearance as well, and this has more ground clearance than that. This has like 310 millimeters, that only has 205 millimeters. However, it's shorter, which will kind of offset some of that disadvantage. Anyway, shall we get on with it and see what happens? Here we go then. Ooh, look at that twist. Oh no, he's going backwards. What's he doing? Come on, have you got the traction, my friend? Go on. Go on. That's the problem with having no rear differential lock, but stability control did the job, I think. Did he have it on? I don't know. Okay, so this way to clear the bush, then I'm going to centralise in here. Now I should just be able to smoothly power up here. Look at this, this is doing pretty well. Look at this, oh, easy peasy. Bit of power, oh gosh, that was lovely. Wait a minute, my watch is just ringing. I think I will cancel you because I'm busy. Anyway, great.
This definitely one coming up there.
Oh, so easy.
Longer wheelbase, them big holes. The Land Cruiser there, being that shorter wheelbase, just got bogged down in those holes. But the traction control kicked in and got him up there eventually. But this made it look so easy.
It really did. Honestly, it was just an absolute breeze. Better ground clearance, traction all the way, that rear differential just doing its job. 2 points easily for the Hilux, just 1 for the Land Cruiser. And you know what that means, don't you? It means the scores are dead even, 6 points apiece. Oh, now if you're wanting to watch my full in-depth video review of this new Hilux, click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the link in the description below to go check that out. Now you come to the 5th challenge, and this is in 2 parts. So we're going to drive down that side slope, and it's going to test the car's turnover angle. So the turnover angle is how much on a slope you can drive sideways like that before it topples over. So the turnover angle on this Land Cruiser is 42 degrees, but I can't find any listing for the Hilux. We'll find out if it's less than 42 degrees if it topples over, whereas this doesn't. The next thing we're going to do is go up this side slope, then up another one and over the top of the hill. So that'll compare the car's breakover angle. So the one for this is 22 degrees. For the Hilux, once again, couldn't find it listed. If it grounds out, we will see that it's less than this car's. Now, as well as testing those 2 features, these 2 obstacles will test the car's grip, on sliding down over the side slope, and also their traction as they power over those ridges there, because they probably have a wheel in the air at some point. Anyway, let's do it. We are going in low range mode with our diffs locked. Obviously, it's got the rear diff lock as well, but it's not going to matter on this bit. Let's have a look, see. We're going to follow Graham's directions. That looks like it might roll over. That is scary. Good job he's not carrying anything in that flatbed, otherwise it would have doubled out by now. Shh. Freaking. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was scary. Graham, look at me, not him. I need direction. What are you doing? Okay, this seems really steep, but also really cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, let's off of it, done. That was a bit sketchy at one moment. Right, let's continue. It's easier for me, I can just follow the track that he takes. So his rear differential could really help him out here. Once wheels start going into the air, ooh, oh, I can see him, he's almost going to bottom out on his diff case. And he's supposedly got more ground clearance than this, so I could really, oh, I got almost stalled it. I forgot that it was a manual. And I need to deploy the clutch. Oh, I knew I was going to bottom out. I've totally bottomed out. It's horrible. Okay, come on. You can do this. Come on. Oh, bottoming out a little bit again. Stability doing its thing, keeping me moving pretty well there. Okay, completed, but a little bit of grindage. Let's see what Graham thinks overall. Graham! Graham! Hello? It's funny way of calling you. It's like yodeling for you. Those 2 challenges together, which did best in the first one?
Okay, the best in the first one, the Hilux.
Yeah.
Kept its wheels on the ground more.
I thought I was going to tip over at one point.
Yeah, you were bouncing well.
Yeah, I know, like a good bounce I do.
But it's on springs,
yeah,
as well, coil springs, so it had that limited travel on it as well.
Right, so the leaf springs are better for that?
Leaf springs are probably a bit better on that because it's designed to have that a lot of weight in the back as well, isn't it? It was pretty much
I was grounding out though, I was grounding out.
I was watching the other side, so if you grounded out, that one didn't ground out, it was rubbing its mud flaps, so that was all.
Why did I say that? I should have said that. Right, okay. So overall then, across those 2 obstacles, the Hilux gets your vote. Okay, so that's 2 points to the Hilux, 1 point to the Land Cruiser, which means that it's 8 points overall for the Hilux and 7 for the Land Cruiser, so it's close. Can this pull it back in the last challenge? Let's find out. Okay, final challenge. This is a test of car's grip, traction and ability to just power up a hill. That's what we're going to do. Got a steep hill, it's quite rocky and slippery. We're just going to have to power up there and do it as smoothly, as calmly as possible, and if it goes wrong we might have to slide down backwards, which could be scary. So this close this is, so 7 points to this, 8 points to that. This can even it up if it wins this, or if that fails it could even win, the Land Cruiser could. So let's find out what's gonna happen. Before we do that, I want to say a big thank you to the guys at ProTrax who let us use this quarry to film our off-roading stuff. And if you want to come and off-road your own car here, there's a link in the description to ProTrax. Go check it out. Anyway, let's do this. Here goes the Hilux. Now it's got a rear locking differential, but it's got quite a light rear end, but it didn't matter. I thought having a light rear end might affect his ability to go at that slope, but nope. Right, I'm in 4 low. I've got my central locker on. I need to do this quite smoothly and calmly and not too fast in order... Why are you beeping? thought it had its parking brake on. Right, let me get into position. Okay, come on, the cruiser of the land. Because personally I prefer you, all right? Just did it in nice gear grind into second. I think that was a win. Do you know what, Graham? I started off in first, realised I was in low range, thought that I'm not going to have enough speed to get up here, so I had to whack it into second.
Yes.
And despite my crap driving, what do you think this car did compared to that pickup truck?
I would say this one wins it.
Yes!
Purely because the pickup's the roughy tufty
Yeah.
commercial vehicle. This has got slightly softer suspension. You wouldn't normally expect something like this to climb something like that. Done very well.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what that means? 2 points to this, 1 point to the Hilux, which means they both get 9 points overall. It is a complete draw.
It's Toyotas.
There we go. Now, I've got a really good deal through carwow on a less hardcore off-roader than these, but it can still go off-road, and it's a very nice road car as well. If you click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the link in the description below, you can see what that car is and what the deal is. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. Upset me a bit. Let me know some of the videos you'd like to see in the comments below. Click on those windows there for some more videos, and on that box there, if you want to sell your car through carwow, it's really, really easy to do. Go check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching.